Hi, once again, it's far too hot to do any painting, not least because I'd end up dancing and then I'd probably just be a puddle on the floor. So I did some doodles instead. And one of the pens I used, after I'd done the dark and blue, light blue bit in the middle, one of the pens is like quite silver, but sometimes it leaks. So I ended up having these splodges that I've made into things. This one, I think, looks a bit like a face looking at us with one eye closed, but other times I can see a face looking away. You can just about make it out with the picture. In the shadow of the light blue bit, you can kind of see like the hair, and in the actual image there's a slight face. There's a random face here where I've done some squiggles on. This was another one that I did with like greens and golds. Unfortunately, regardless of what colour the silver ones are meant to be, metallic pens, they just come out looking like silver, so I had to go with different colours. So it kind of looks a bit like a monkey from the back serving something green to no one in particular. Green ball on the end of this kind of M shape, and then two things above that, I don't know what they are. And because I usually doodle on the dark paper, I decided to use light paper, but I do prefer the dark. Probably says a lot about me. But anyway, I did this one, and that was on slightly bigger paper, A4, blue and pink. There's a couple of characters on top, above this semicircle, and lots of random squiggles at the bottom, kind of like a blue tree, and then some pillars and whatnot, and a couple of faces. I got very little done today, but I'm not the only one. I think prior to this summer, my flat where I live had never got above 20 degrees, and it's currently 26. And I don't have a thermostat in my body, that is. Something to do with one of the millions of things that are right with me. I said earlier I didn't like moaning, didn't I? Anyway, it's meant to be cooling early next week. I may have a little bit more of a look at Eliot's poetry before I watch the football, mainly because the brain just won't switch off. Thanks for listening.